So odds are if you clicked on this video, you know what a Atomos Ninja 5 is. If you don't, for those of you that don't, an Atomos Ninja 5 is an external recording device. Now, why would you need an external recording device for your camera? Well, some cameras have an arbitrary time limit set into them, such as Canon, of 29 minutes and 59 seconds, meaning that if you want to record longer, you have to hit the record button again. So that messes up continuous recordings such as sporting events and other kind of events where you want to record for more than an hour, or more than 30 minutes rather. You can fix that in editing because you're only going to miss maybe a second, maybe half a second in between each recording if you're fast enough to hit record, but it is an annoyance nonetheless that mirrorless and DSLR users are sometimes faced with. To overcome this, you can use an external recording device such as the Atomos Ninja 5 if you have the money for it, or you can build your own. And moving into some other benefits of an external recording device, you have a larger screen than the built-in camera screen, so that can help with composition, framing. Perhaps you have something in the background, something small, on the wall, some cables, some junk, and you don't notice it, but then you get it on your computer for editing, and oh man, if I would have just seen that, I could have moved that out of the way. Well, an external recorder could possibly help with that because it will also give you a larger screen and can help with framing and composition. And also, an external recorder device can help, in some cases, record in higher quality, such as in the case of wanting to record in 10-bit as opposed to 8-bit, because some cameras have the capability, such as my Canon R, of outputting in 10-bit, a 10-bit depth color codec, as opposed to an 8-bit depth color codec. Now, the difference between the two may not seem that much when you compare 8 to 10, but it's an exponential increase. So it's not just a small increase. For example, an 8-bit color depth video would have approximately 16.7 million colors. That seems like a lot, but a 10-bit depth color codec video would have approximately 1.07 billion colors with a B. So that helps out with things like color correction and color grading if you want to really make that image pop and push it further. With 8-bit, you can only push it so far before the colors begin to break. And if you're good with color grading, you can push it and then pull it and push it and pull it and get something that looks decent with 8-bit. But 10-bit is so much easier to work with in some cases. I mean, when you go up in quality and expense, there are always other things to consider, but in most cases 10-bit will allow you to push the colors further than 8-bit. So with all that said, if you want to build your own external recorder device, you're going to need a few things. If you want to follow along, I have some links in the description below. They are affiliate links and they will list some of the things that I bought. Or you can search around and compare prices and buy something cheaper or something comparable. Let's get started with everything you need. You're going to need a cell phone with Android operating software, the USB camera app, an HDMI video capture device. I'm using the Elgato Cam Link 4K, which is more pricey, but you can get higher quality video footage, once again up to 4K. You'll also need an OTG adapter. They make different kinds, but you will basically need a female USB to male USB-C adapter. It can have more or less ports than mine. You're also going to need some cables to connect everything. I have the Atomos HDMI to HDMI mini cable. I also have a USB 3.0 cable. Also, you're going to need some command strips and some Gorilla Tape or duct tape. I use black command strips and black duct tape because it allows me to make my stuff look more clean. Lastly, you're going to need some way of attaching all this to your camera, so a cage and accessories to mount all this to your camera, or you can build something yourself or use duct tape to do it. Duct tape can work wonders, but it doesn't always look professional if you just build something out of duct tape. Now on to the assembly. First we'll start making the adapter mount. You take this cold shoot screw mount and attach this metal cell phone clamp to it like so. It can now be mounted to your cage and a cold shoe mount if you have one, or it can be mounted to a cold shoe mount on your, or hot shoe mount on your camera. To mount the video capture device to your OTG adapter, you can use a command strip, and you can get rid of the little tabs on the end using scissors to cut them off, or you can take a small strip of black duct tape and use it to tape them down. Now you can place the video capture card on top of the OTG, making sure it is secure. And then insert the OTG and video capture device into the mount, make adjustments as needed, and make sure everything is tight and secure. Attach the cables, attach the arm mount, and attach a cell phone holder to the arm mount. Now you can insert your cell phone and attach the OTG cable to your cell phone, and you should have already attached the HDMI cable to your camera. Now, turn on your camera and open the app. If it is not automatically working, you want to go to Settings and select Device. The free version of the app doesn't have as many features, but it is functional. But you can get a paid version of the app, and you won't have to worry about ads, and you gain some additional features. The app also allows you to set your camera up as an IP camera, so you could use your camera as a wireless camera for live streaming, which could be useful for live streaming sports, events, and stuff like that. Now on to the recording quality. You can change that in the settings. And as for the elephants in the room, does it record in 4K? Yes, it does if you use a video capture device that supports 4K, like the Elgato Cam Link 4K. And as for 10-bit video, I can't say for sure, but my Canon R is outputting in 4K in 10-bit 4K, and it's recording it, but it could be using some compression. So is this the best option out there? Probably not. Probably not the best quality out there overall. If you have all the money that you want and you can afford an Atomos Ninja 5, go for it. If you want to save some money, this could be a viable option for you because it allows you to have an external recording device and see what that's like on your camera for not as much money as buying a professional one like a Atomos Ninja 5 or another Atomos recorder or Blackmagic recorder or whatever recorder you want to get. They all are expensive for people on a budget. And it also, once again, allows you to use your camera as an IP camera and set that up with a live stream, either as the main camera or using a different software like OBS or whatever broadcasting program as an additional camera. So you could have your main camera on a tripod connected to your laptop or computer, whatever you have, and have this camera set up wirelessly in the crowd or following the players on the field or the court, or for an event or whatever. It's kind of cool to be able to use your camera wirelessly to live stream. Adding that functionality to a camera is useful for those people out there that want to do professional live streaming. And I'm just going to close this out by saying, if you guys want to see more of what this can do with like a live stream setup, like and share this video, and we'll try to make another one. Until next time, this is Justin Mott with My Media, out.